Hey everyone, good afternoon. It is May 12th, 2025, and we got the NASDAQ and S&P entering bull market territory officially. Our new all-time highs next. Well, let's get into it here. First off, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Appreciate you guys helping out the channel very much. If you like the content, consider subscribing. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com for swing trading alerts, analysis, and live day trading. Don't know what you're waiting for on that. We are now, that's our third as of today here, over 700 point gain on the NQ in the trading room. Also taking big gains on Amazon, actually AMZU, a nice gain on UPS in the swing trade service. But yeah, the gains are rolling in here. Great time to join, and this month has been incredible here. So anyway, let's get into it here today. Mega gap higher, and I'm doing the video a little bit on the early side. I had some obligations last night. I was up, kind of late, and didn't really get any sleep. So I'm trying to get this out here. I don't think we're going to have too much. I mean, we're up 3%. We're not, nothing's going to happen between now and the close that's going to change anything. But I got to hit on a lot of points here. There's a couple of things here, really, guys. The video yesterday. I got a lot of comments about, Aaron, the trade deal's fake. It doesn't matter. It's not this. It's not that. Listen, the video yesterday, first of all, I recorded that on Saturday before I even did anything new about the trade deal. The beginning of the video, I said, it's just a preface that the deal was, announced. All the analysis, all the dealer stuff that I talked about was as of Friday's close. So none of that was even factoring in the trade deal. In fact, if it is a fake trade deal or not, it doesn't matter. What matters is that what I said yesterday, there is a massive right tail if things go well. The market really did not expect this. The market expected, at best, I would have thought maybe they come out and they say, with the delegates think that we've made some positive progress. Things went well. We were confident a mutually beneficial deal can get done. That would have been that would have been a huge right tail right there. But they literally came out and said, pause, 90-day pause. And by the way, that's probably going to be permanent. That probably is the new thing now. And by the way, the market's telling you, I said this earlier on Twitter, your losses don't matter. Your losses are just as real as this trade deal is, right? Tell me in the trading room if you made money in the trading room today. Is that money going to spend any less because the trade deal? Stop trying to outsmart the market. Last week should have been a good sign, right? Jerome Powell, he was a mega hawk. He said, uncertainty in the labor market, likely inflation upticking, likely unemployment upticking. And what happened? The market went up anyway. That was your sign that macro doesn't matter right now. So trying to outsmart the market, trying to say why this isn't real is not going to help you. It's not going to help anybody. It's just going to make you more underwater. Also, this here, right there, that gap above the 200 and 100, that is an impulse. That is not something you want to fight. Go look back historically. It's not something you want to fight. I would say right now, base case here, and again, last week, I was kind of in the camp that if we go up into this, we'll probably pull back there. There's going to be mega resistance. But you got to change with the wind, right? You can't be stubborn. You have, each day we get new information. This is an impulse. Okay. At the time last week, I thought, okay, we could bid up here through Wednesday. It would probably be a good area to hedge or short. This is impulsive. This is way too impulsive. So I would say base case right now, unless we reverse and close red for the end of the week, we're probably going to see new highs. That might be in the form of a double top, it might be this, that, but that's my base case right now unless we see a reversal. I would not try to fight this. You gapped above that level. You gapped above this area on the Qs. This is not these are not rinky-dink lines here, right? There's a reason for it. This is a bull market trend line. We broke through it, we retested it, and then we went down. We just gapped through it. We gapped through the 200, the 100. We gapped through a previous all-time high. SMH gapped through the 200, gapped through the 100. Dow Transports, right? We talk about these every day. Failed bear pennant. This is not bearish. It's more bearish the more it goes up. It's not bearish, trust me. It's just not. So don't fight this. And, I know I'm going to get hate on this, but look, I told you this was a raid at 510. And nobody said, we're going down. We're going to fill the gap. And I said, no, it's going to be a pain trade higher. And, that's what it's been. and it'll continue until people stop fighting it. The more comments I see about, oh, this not real. Who the hell are you to say that anyway? You know, I mean, are you involved in? Are you Scott Bessent? Are you in the White House? First of all, second of all, but yeah, it's that mentality that's pushing us higher here. So, hey, look, I guess I'm fired up now today. I guess that woke me up a little bit. But in any case, I'm saying all this because, you know, me years ago, I would have fought this the whole way up and gotten you know, raped on it. And I'm trying to help everybody else out. So again, that doesn't mean we're going to go in a straight line, but I think that you shouldn't fight this move. So pure and simple. You know, there's too many gaps, whatever. There was too many gaps in 2023. You know, I had the same argument. Oh, there's too many gaps. We got to fill them. Do we? Do we got to fill the gap? How about this gap? Let's go back, guys. What about you know, 2011? Let's go fill this gap on the futures. Well, it was a futures gap, not SPX. Yes, see, I have very good memory. See, I remember all these things. You guys don't believe me, but yeah, let's go fill that gap at 1500. So I'm saying all that to just you know, try and get it through everyone's heads here. This is still resistance on ES. This is good, you know, 58.50. But, you know, again, unless we reverse hard, and again, maybe I'll eat my words tomorrow. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we go down. That's why I've been taking gains on the way up, right? But if that happens, then you can go short. Then you can, you know, trade it against the high. But fighting this, everybody's been trying to fight this. They tried to fight this gap here. They tried to fight, you know, the retest. They tried to fight it at 5,600. They tried to fight it at 5,700. Let the market confirm it first. So, I mean, I don't know what else needs to be done. The market's telling you what it thinks. We've discounted a lot of this stuff. And, I mean, this is just another microcosm of that. So, Monday sermon for everybody. But, yeah, if you've been, you know, on the right side of it, it's been really awesome. And again, if it goes down tomorrow, guess how much it'll hurt me? Like this much, because you take gains on the way up. That's how you do it. What's hurting me now is my stupid vol hedge. It's getting absolutely destroyed. But that's what, you know, that's what they're for. So anyway, ES here. I'm just going to look at 58.50 right now, and you know, we got to consolidate to get through that. Let me show you. Oh, I don't have it up, but you guys can take a look on yesterday's video. But this is for today, so 580, but on SPY. But there's growing interest at 585 and 590 for Friday. And deltas, I did tweet this out actually. If you want to look at that, I can show you that right now, which I think is pretty relevant. All right, there we are. So yeah, you can see deltas here on QQQ, just ridiculously positive here into Friday. So as long as these shelves here are holding, you know, dealers are gonna walk this thing up. So yeah, I would say, you know, we got some resistance up here for sure, but you know, we can just consolidate that and push sideways. And you might say, well, what about OPEX Friday? I'm showing you where the dealers are positioned. So yeah, I mean, we can see whipsaw here, but deltas are positive. This is an outside right tail move. Anyway, IWM here, big move into that pivot right there. Got some resistance, diamond here right into the 200 and 100. We talked about SMH earlier. Nice gap there. IGV just continues to be a rock star, up 2.85%. We mentioned the transports as well. Higher highs there, up 7.25. That's not bearish. This was bearish, but that is a failed bear flag now. Interest rates here. Yeah, here's another thing. I'm glad I just remembered this, but sorry, another sermon coming. Rates are up. Rates are up. That means the market's going to crash. You know, part of my thesis has been like this whole sell-off, the whole 21% sell-off, was overdone because this idea is, you know, by the way, where's this this narrative of American exceptionalism is gone? Dollar's up pretty nicely today. If you don't believe me, just ask Warren Buffett. He said it in the shareholder meeting, you know, last weekend. The American exceptionalism is still a thing. Yes, there may be some money going home to a degree, but this is still the place to be. Like, you really think Europe and like all these other countries are going to be better off? If our bond market goes to crap, their bond market is going to be way worse. So, Yeah, yields going up is probably not a good thing, but if you want to short something, don't short stocks, short bonds. Jump on the yield trade, but don't expect it to knock stocks down. I think there's a case to be made here that American exceptionalism can actually increase here, while everything gets worse, altogether. But yeah, I'm saying all this stuff, and I'm not trying to be a jerk. Like, I'm saying it because I fought it, for years too, and guess where it got me? Just in the poorhouse, right? So, but yeah, yields up nicely today. And as long as the recession odds are going down, which that was the case, which a few weeks ago, Goldman and all them whole recession, and now they're all walking it back. But as long as yields are going up because of growth, the market can be okay. XHB up 4.32 into the 100. That's still kind of a laggard though. VNQ up 50 cents. That still has a lot of resistance up here, but it's it's holding up though. XLF very close to new all-time highs. Again, another impulse, right? Gapping above a major trend line here. ARE up 5%. That's not bearish. Gapped above the 200 and 100. KB gapped above the 200 and 100. Broker dealers are going to all-time highs. Oil, nice move here, although it did come off the highs. It did come nicely off the highs here. It went right into this resistance here. It's going to take a little bit to get through that. I think this could be a W though, and possible V. So good move for oil there. XLE up 2.25, gapping into the 50. XOP, if you got that, this is a freebie I gave out here. I didn't even take it myself. I should have, but there you go. There's your take profit there. OIH, same thing. And we had nat gas down today, but not really much going on in that front. And the dollar up 1.6. Heard a lot of chatter and crying about Asian currencies lately too. Dollar yen up 2.23 here. Big level holding. By the way, each time we've hit this level in the last couple of years, it's led to a bull market in equities. Sorry. Gold down 3.5. So working on possible lower low there on the daily. Silver holding up, so relative to gold, good sign. Platinum reversing, so failed breakout there, and then same thing with palladium. Copper here down. That's kind of just having copper having a very pedestrian move compared to what it's done lately on any sort of news. Another thing, Bitcoin, it is down today. People are like, what was that, a red flag? It went into like all-time high resistance, so I wouldn't really worry about it. It led on the way up too, so I'm not too concerned. A lot of alts are up too still, or at least holding up on a relative basis. So unless we get, again, tomorrow, what if we could crash tomorrow, and that won't change anything. That's, I know if we do that, somebody's going to come in here, oh, Aaron was wrong. Aaron's a dumb bull. You just don't get it. It's about execution and risk management, right? And you take gains on the way up. You position yourself for probabilities. You don't become predictions are for losers, right? The people that are predicting this, that, and the other thing, they're the ones losing big time right now. Just react to the market. It's a lot easier when you do that. And yeah, it's really that simple. Yeah, tomorrow, I would just give this, don't get in the way of this unless it gives you a reason to. If we reverse, we close, we lose that 200 moving average hard, yeah, then we'll be concerned here. Then we'll start saying, okay, there's a failed move. But right now, this is, we can just consolidate and go higher. Look at volatility. These hedges are being abandoned here. This has lower to go too. $20, I said 20 would be a good level to members, but we got through that. It's got lower to go. We already have the level done on that. I don't think it's going to amount to much other than a bounce, a DCB. So anyway, hopefully that wasn't too unpleasant, but yeah, I just doing this because, again, I was in that position for many years, and it took a while to get understand here. Trend, the bell curve, right? 20% of the market is stonks. The others, the smart 20%, the stupid 20% says stonks, and then everybody else says, no, this can't happen. It's not right. Right? Just follow the tape here. So anyways, guys, enough. I'll wrap it up here. Again, you guys take care. Have a good one. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com. I'll see you guys all tomorrow.